asked some of the team that work with me here to come down and help, and just so we can reconnect as well, because doing these videos is good for my mental health, and I'm sure
my mental health is it.
Yeah, you know. And anyway, this is Danny. Say hello, Danny.
How's it going, lads? Nice to be back in this kitchen now for a while. Do a bit of nice cooking.
Yeah, and you know what? It's on a budget. All the meals will be different. They're filling, they're fresh, they're funky, they're lovely. And yeah, look, there'll be no fluff if I swear or anything like that. Apologies now. The next 3 minutes is me sauteing a chicken. Sauteing, which means deboning a chicken, and talking about it. If you don't want to go to the hassle of that, just skip on the next 3 minutes, okay? Buy a cooked chicken and use chicken bouillon, the store-bought chicken bouillon. It won't be as tasty, but it'll be grand, and it's home cooking. So do what's grand and what's helpful and useful. So yeah, cheers. Get your chicken from the butcher, okay? Bring your knife into the butcher when he's quiet. Don't do it on a Friday at bloody 4 o'clock, because he'll just say no. But during the afternoon, ask him to sharpen your knife. A butcher will sharpen your knife, no problem. You know what? It's going to be a value to him, and it's going to be a value to you. Why? Because if he does it, you'll want to shop there again, because he was sound or she was sound. So, no sharp knife, don't do this. Simple as. Okay, so I'll crack on. So, I'm just going to take off the chicken has been trussed for roasting, but we're not going to roast it. So, 1 second there now. Okay, so here's his legs, okay? I'm going to pinch here, and I'm just going to pinch here, and I'm just going to cut the fat, okay? And then I'm going to move, I'm going to pop. The bone has come out here, okay? See? So he's giving a wave to the crowd almost, and I don't mean to, you know, I'm respecting the animal, I don't mean to sound crude saying something like that, okay? But you just build, you go around. I didn't touch any bone because it was the natural snap. So, and again here, didn't touch any bone because it was the natural snap, okay? So, when you hear it crack, just follow the knife through. So we've got the wings here. I'm just going to cut down here. Just cut here. So for the chicken, this is a very big chicken. $5.29 the cost. A great value. Okay, so chicken, you can see there's a line going down here. You can see there's a line going down here, and that's where the two breasts meet. Okay, so sharp knife. You can take out the wishbone if you want, but I'm not going to bother because it's a huge breast. Okay. Cut down the center. And plus the chicken, if I was taking out the wishbone, brilliant. But it doesn't really matter because I'm going to get all that meat out anyway when I'm boiling up the carcass for my stock. So here we go. You'll see the little wing bone. So you'll see the little wing bone here. So you just move the fillet and just cut down again. So very simple. And I'm going to do that to this side. I'm just going to take off the wing. Sorry here, Dan. You see here, that's the wing. I'm just going to, where the bone is, I'm just going to angle my knife down so it comes off. This I'm going to use for broth, and this I'm going to use for the tikka. Okay? And that'll be our chicken. Actually, you can pause it there, Dan. So I've got my wings, I've got my legs and thighs here. I'm just going to leave them whole because I'm going to boil them. And I've got my 2 fillets, okay? And then I have a carcass here that I'm just going to bang that into water. If you have a sharp knife and a big knife, give it a crack down. Just so it's broke like that, you'll get more flavour out of it when you're boiling it up in water. I say boil, you're going to put this into a cold water with some aromats, some onions, stuff like that. Whatever you want. So I've just used all the accessible veg there. Onions, garlic, mushrooms, peas, carrots, all that stuff. So pot of cold water. Just going to put the chicken carcass in. Going to put my 2 chicken legs in. these lads here, the wings, I'll stick them in. And I've a few spices, herbs, not essential, okay? Just something neutral, because this is going to be the base for everything that we do, okay? So whatever you have in the fridge, I can tell you it will work, or in the fridge. Whatever you have in your dry stores, if it's cardamom, if it's cumin, if you have nothing, it doesn't matter. Just add a little bit of salt, happy days. You can use the trimmings from your onions, trimmings from your carrots, lash them in, no bother. We're going to leave that cook away for about 45 minutes on a gentle rolling boil there. So just took my chicken out of my chicken stock, and I'm going to take all the meat off this, okay? So the first dish that we're going to do from the chicken is our chicken and barley. This was actually sent to me on Twitter last night by somebody 3. Sorry, I don't know your name. A little bit of oil in a pan, okay? Got some onions, garlic and mushroom. I'm just going to put them all in together, okay? Pan top. I do want to do this for ease of use. Usually if I'm in the restaurant, I saute off the onions really slowly, but I just want to make it for home, like, you know? So, lower down the heat of that. So I've got my onions, garlic, mushrooms in there. I'm just going to fry them off. I'm going to add a little bit of thyme, which I don't have, so just pretend there's some dried herbs in there. Or fresh herbs or dried herbs, whatever you want. So I'm just going to cook that out until it's sort of translucent. So I got a nice colour on those mushrooms. Okay, so it's onions, mushrooms, garlic in there, a little bit of thyme or rosemary or whatever. Here's my pearl barley. Let's say a cup of pearl barley. Into the pearl barley, we'll put our chicken stock. So say 2.5. The pearl barley takes up a lot of stock. So we'll actually say 1 cup of barley to 2.5 cups of stock. Low temperature, should look like that. And then we're going to come back to this in about 25-30 minutes, and I'll show you how it should look like. So that's been cooking for 20 minutes, okay? So at first I put in 2 cups of stock, and then I put 2 cups after, cooked it slowly for 20 minutes. So 4 cups of stock to 1 cup of barley, okay? In here, I got some very unauthentic, lads, okay? I got some peas, and I got some cherry tomatoes. You can use normal tomatoes, just chop them up, okay? This is just a little bit of colour, a little bit of flavour as well. And I think everybody has tomatoes in the fridge, everybody has peas in the fridge, and that's just what I want to get across. Use what you have, a little bit of colour. The chicken that we took off from the legs, 1 second. This is a dinger. 1 second. So it's like a risotto, okay? But the great thing about barley, if you're making it into a type of risotto, it does not overcook. I had this on in the summer last year, I was going to say. Whenever, I can't remember when I had it on, but the bar is very, very busy, and I wouldn't put a risotto on because I wouldn't feel justified that I could cook it properly for every single customer. However, I stuck on a barley risotto because it's impossible to overcook it. So butter in, cold butter, keep on montaining it in. When the butter dissolves, you'll see the body that this will give. If you wanted to use a spoon, and just do that. Happy days, that's what you do. Okay. So I've got some salt and some pepper. When your pepper is gone, put in mixed spices in there. Close the lid. You've mixed spices that you can buy whole spices that are cheaper. That you can just do. Oh God, why am I getting so confused? Just put pepper in. How's that? Jesus Christ. There. It's been a long time since I've been in the kitchen, to be honest. So, 2 spoons. Take away that. Take away that. Take it off the heat. With that there is about, I'd say, 50 cents a serving. We'll get, look at the amount there. There's enough for 5 people easily in that. So pearl barley, pearl barley, mushroom, garlic, peas, cherry tomatoes, chicken cooked with chicken stock. Absolutely humdinger of a dish.
So finally got my say in the video. We got vermicelli noodles, really cheap, gluten free, dairy free, absolutely brilliant. So all I did, soak them for 20 minutes in warm water. That'll feed 2 of us, you know. And when you're ready to finish your ramen, add this, strain this off, add it in. Don't cook it, or else it'll just break up. And then bang, there you go.
My chicken stock in there boiling away. This is for the ramen. That's, I suppose, just, you know what, a spicy chicken noodle. I shouldn't call it ramen. I'll have the ramen police on to me. Stick a bit of chilies in there, a few cherry tomatoes, bit of the sliced mange too, a few other mushrooms that we'll have left over, that we have left over from the barley, a few peppers, a few sliced onions, a little bit of carrot. If you had bean sprouts, absolutely bang on. Actually, I have a little bit of broccoli there as well, so I'm just going to lash them in. Okay. This dish, I'm going to cook that together just for 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. That's all. A little bit of salt in the water. Now, I always buy ginger and I always freeze it. Okay. Chefs watching this, just whatever. Give me a break. This is a frozen ginger, okay, and it's 50 cents or whatever it is, and it's brilliant. You just go like that. So I always freeze the ginger. When I grate it, it grates way easier. I just leave it in the fridge for when I need it again, because I don't do stir fries every week, like. But that's really handy. So I'm just going to use a little bit of soy sauce. That's a dark soy sauce. I wish it was a light soy sauce. Not really a fan of dark soy, but couldn't find any. A little bit of mirin, Chinese wine. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. I'm using sriracha because I love sriracha on nearly everything. You add sweet chili sauce, oyster sauce, whatever it is that will have that little Asian-y style flavour. My Asian friends don't give out to me when I say Asian-y, okay? I just mean, you know, the spicy stuff, yeah? So, our chicken is in there. Look at this now. That's all that is. Lovely stuff. Okay, I've got Danny's vermicelli noodles. Oh Jesus, I'll bring them over. So, just add this the last second, okay? If you cook the noodles for a few minutes, they'll just go to absolute mush. Really not nice. So we're just going to stick that in there just for a second or two. Of my tongs here. So, that's 2 dishes now that are 2 one-pot wonders that you cannot go wrong with. Well, you can go wrong if you're really bad. Put everything out here. Ooh. Got a bit of the juice. You're right, I couldn't find a bigger spoon. Sorry. 1 second. A little bit messy there on the side, but just clean that up. But there's another little one-pot wonder. Okay, if you wanted to serve an egg, boiled egg or something with that, absolutely beautiful. But beautiful dish. Again, cheap as chips. One-pot wonder. Not much wash up. Happy days. Okay, so I'm doing the quickest chicken curry, and look, I have no shame in saying that I buy these. Well, because sometimes I struggle to cook at home with 3 girls. So this is like you can use tikka, you can use whatever, but. These are the ones that you get in Aldi, okay? Now their ingredients, there is nothing on them that you don't know, which is brilliant. Like it's like cardamom, coriander powder, cinnamon powder, white powder, green chili. There's no crazy, there's an anti-caking thing in it, that's the only sort of chemical in it, but anti-caking is in every sauce that you'll see out there. So get these, they're really simple. And what I'm gonna do is first, I've got some of my veg left over, so I'll just juice that up, stick them in like so. But whatever veg you want to use, that's used. I'm just using up everything. So once that's in, just stir it around. That comes with the powder there, so just lash that in like that. Wash your hands after this. If you that there while I wash them. I'm not even going to fry the chicken, okay? I'm not looking to get a crust on it. The sauce is in. I'm going to fill this up to the top with water, give it a shake out, and every last bit of that is going to be poured in here. So sauce is in, water exactly the same. If you had a bigger spoon than a teaspoon, that would be better, but look, I'm alright. So we're going to cook that out for about 10 minutes and she'll be absolutely lovely. The most important thing, what I want to show you is, right, I get this is easy, but I just want to show you how to reuse it tomorrow for a wrap. And I'm just going to show you how to make a wrap, okay? So, obviously our rice, our chicken curry with all the mixed veg that we had. You know what? It's home cooking. Home cooking is exactly what it is. Use up your surplus. So everything I've just mixed in there. So I have a lot left here. From those 2 chicken breasts, I have all that large chicken breasts, like 403, I don't know what they weigh actually.
So now we're going to make wraps out of what's left over from the chicken, which is, yes, I know I'm mixing this in a pot, but you know, not everybody got a mixing bowl at home. So I got some tomatoes, some lettuce, leftover rice and a bit of mayonnaise. Just mix that up nicely. And the beauty about this, you can use this for your leftover Indian, your leftover Chinese, you know, it doesn't just have to be a curry that you made at home. Great for the leftovers. So, a bit of chicken in there.
Bit of lemon juice or something on that'd be nice, Dan.
Oh, it'd be lovely. Or lime juice.
Even a bit of dry curry powder.
So, mix that up. And if you wanted to, you could leave out the lettuce and the mayonnaise and just wrap them up with the rice and bake it in the oven so you have a nice crispy wrap.
Can you cut that out for me there, Dan? Absolutely cracking. Savage way to use up a bit of food.
Absolutely.
Lovely little flavourful, a wrap just full of flavour and so simple. So all this from a 2.5 kg chicken.